Most producers never make it, not because that their beat sucks or they don't have the right connections, but because they have these three limiting beliefs that hold them back from truly succeeding. So what are those beliefs? Number one is, I don't want to learn the business, I just want to make beats. This, I feel like, is super popular amongst the smaller producers or the younger producers who are just starting out, because they think, oh, if I'm good enough, the money will just come to me, or I don't want to learn the business. That's another side, like that's boring, all that stupid beliefs. But it's all fun and games until you end up getting a song with Drake and you sign a bad deal because you were too ignorant to learn the music business side, and you miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're like, oh shit, that was a costly mistake. If you want to treat this as your full-time job, you actually need to learn the music business. And how can you go about that? You can read this book. Is super good. It's all you need to know about the music business. It's pretty big. So what you could do, what I would recommend doing, is just reading the chapters that apply to you, because sometimes, like touring, for example, maybe you don't care to be a touring artist or a touring producer, then don't read that chapter. Just read the chapters that truly apply to you, like royalties and all of that. Also, if you really do not care about learning the business side, just get a lawyer or manager to deal with it, because they understand, and that's their job, to help producers get paid and all of that. But now you might be wondering, where do I find lawyers? Don't worry, I got you. I created a list of lawyers that you can connect with. Be sure to check out the first link in the description to get the list of lawyers. Now, what is belief number two? I'm not good enough. Usually when people say I'm not good enough, usually it's a form of comparison. Like, at the end of the day, what are you not good enough for? You really need to question it. And for me, what I do when I have like those days where I feel like I'm not good enough is I remind myself that like people have actually used my stuff before. I actually have had placements with the Tory Lanes, the Gunners and all that. So I know that my stuff is good enough, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have used it. But if you're not as fortunate as me and you haven't gotten your first song yet, what I would remind myself is I am good enough. I just haven't found the right person to use my stuff. And even if you have like other producers you're using your stuff, it's a sign that you are good enough. Because if you weren't really good enough, then they wouldn't be using it. And so once again, it just comes like from a place of comparison, where you're comparing yourself like, oh, I'm not good enough compared to Metro. I'm not good enough compared to Wheezy. And as you guys probably know, comparison is the thief of joy. So belief number two, I'm not good enough. Get rid of it from your head. Everyone goes through ups and downs. Some days you're going to be on top of the world. Other days you're going to be, you feel like the worst producer. It's a natural cycle that everyone goes through. So don't worry about it. Just keep pushing. Belief three is, I need to live in XYZ to make it, or I can't make it because I live in XYZ. Which is stupid, because now with the internet, you can do anything from anywhere. And these are just a couple producers from overseas. OZ, who lives in Switzerland. Everyone probably knows OZ, Sicko Mode, Life is Good, 2C Slide. Hits on hits on hits. Q Beats, probably the craziest sample makers. Live in Germany. Plus, they don't even really post on Instagram. Sicko Mode, Fifi, Tunnel Vision. Portland, ton of like the craziest songs. And FNZ, a duo out of Australia, shout out Australia, who worked with ASAP Rocky, Kendrick, Drake. Like, it just proves that you don't need to live in like a Miami, New York, LA to make it. Like, I also know like kids in Germany, like apart from Q Beats, like young kids in Germany who are killing it. So nowadays with the internet, you can't really make that excuse anymore, because you can do everything from anywhere in the world. Like, I got all my placements back when I was living in Australia. So once again, you don't need to be living there. Of course it helps. It helps with your face card. But if you want to be like truly anonymous, you can make it out of Germany. It might just be, or wherever you're from, it just might be a slightly bit harder. And so now let's move on to some exercises that I want you guys to do. Number one, the biggest thing is believe you can succeed in music. As Henry Ford said, whether you can or you can't, whether you think you can or think you can't, either way, you're right. So if you think you can't make it in the music industry, then you're right. You won't be able to make it in this industry. But if you think you can, then you can. And so I'm not too sure if you guys have heard of the 4-minute mile, but no one believed a human could run a mile under 4 minutes. Everyone thought it was impossible until someone did. And then like a week later, someone else did it. And then like months after that, so many people broke the 4-minute mile. So it just proves that Everything is possible. You just need to believe you can do it. The second exercise I want you to do is question your belief. So if you have a belief that no one is going to pay me 5K for a beat, you question it. Okay, has anyone paid 5K for a beat? Yes. And so therefore, if someone else is doing it, means it's possible. Yes, it might not be possible for you at this time, but it's happened before, so you can do it again. And which brings me to the third point, that no one is special. These top producers are regular humans just like you. They just worked hard and never gave up. And so if someone just like you in a worse position made it, why does that mean you won't be able to make it? And so going back to this point, if someone else can do it, you can do it too. I know this is very cliche, but you just need to remember no one is special. Everyone shits and pisses. So no one was born. Obviously, some people got born into a better situation, but at the end of the day, you got to deal with the cards that you got dealt. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you guys learned anything, feel free to like, comment, subscribe on what you guys are trying to learn. And yeah, be sure to check out the producer playbook below to help level up your music production. It comes with a networking guide, a ton of drums, networking tracker, plus a ton of samples to level up your production and help you start getting more placements. Peace.